You're watching The 101, only on Direc TV. Previously on Project My World.
This little idea we had is actually happening.
We thought, let's do it. Let's get our cameras and let's go travel the world and meet these MySpacers and bring them to everybody else so we can see who these people really are.
Tara and I both were bouncing around on these horses like we were complete idiots. So Renee finally gets to meet her dream boy from MySpace. We finally made it to Paris.
It was awesome though. That is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. You did it!
30 days, 10 cities, 3 friends, 1 mission to meet the real people who make up their online world.
MySpacers, we're coming your way. Taryn is the crazy one. She'll try anything.
Renee is looking for Mr. Right.
Or Mr. Right now. While Shayna rocks out with her favorite indie bands.
From their space to your world. This is Project My World.
We are in London, England.
Wow, it's hard to believe that we've already been traveling for just a little over a month, and this is our final stop.
This will be interesting because we're actually meeting up with Rob, who I originally met in south of France. He was my jet ski guy. He's also quite a ladies' man, which is why I set him up with Renee for her date.
You're gonna have so much fun.
All right.
It really is a good time.
And if you don't like him, at least we'll be in a London wind tunnel, so it won't really matter. Yeah, my friend Anthony is very adventurous, and he's gonna take us there. He set it all up.
Awesome.
Yeah. How about your band?
It's We, Yes, You Know.
What kind of music?
Sort of like an experimental, psychedelic indie rock.
Yes, you know. Wait.
Check them out. They wear these orange jumpsuits. It's gonna be a good show.
So I talked to Rob, and we're supposed to meet him over at 9 3/4.
So when Taryn sent me over Rob's MySpace page, I took a look. He seems like he's gonna be a fun date because I can flirt with the best of them, and I know he plays up like he just wants to meet a girl, he just wants a hot girl. All right, bring it on.
You're gonna meet.
Hey, Shayna, how's it going?
Hi. You're gonna meet the lovely Renee.
He's a bad boy. He's got tattoos. He's got, this spiky mohawky hair.
Have you done this before?
Skydiving thing? No, but I've been skydiving, but I haven't done this.
We were on the jet skis. Let's face it, Rob had a definite interest in Taryn. And I think when she didn't show a lot of interest back, he already started asking about who Renee was.
They both went skydiving before, right, guys?
Yeah. It feels really different to how you expect it to feel. You see like the footage and it seems like you're floating and you can do what you want. When you're actually there, it does actually feel like you're falling really
Well, the
fast.
adrenaline when you land, did you?
I have to admit, I'm very, very, very excited about the adventure. Taryn has found this place called Body Flight through her MySpace friend, Anthony.
So I actually met Anthony on MySpace. He's from London, he's an actor, and he told me about a few really cool things that we should do while I'm here. And Body Flight was one of them.
Hello! How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
What's
going on?
Welcome to England.
You gotta meet my girl.
Hi, how you doing? Hi.
It's basically simulated skydiving, and it's about 120-mile-an-hour winds that come swishing up from the bottom, and it pushes you up, so you're literally floating.
Perfect.
The minute we walked in, we were introduced to our instructor right away.
I think all 5 of us are here first on body flying. If you have freshly stitched wounds, osteoporosis, heart problems, pregnancy, dislocated shoulders.
Yep, we're good.
Cool, so you need to know something before you go flying.
Okay.
So please follow me into the briefing room.
We had a little brief overview of how to do it, positions. We had to lay out on a table, which is kind of awkward. It was like you're in sex ed class.
Go time.
We got to put on the little Top Gun bodysuits, put on our goggles. We had helmets.
This is it. What?
Honestly, it feels like you're walking into some NASA experiment.
Rob was the first to go, and he did all right. That wind is coming up so fast that if you move your body slightly, like arch it too much or suck it in too much, you either go flying up or you go down to the ground. Taryn looked like a little chipmunk. She had this permanent grin like, this is so much fun.
I didn't care about doing it the right way, I just wanted to do it the fun way. So I was like trying to flip my body around and do all these crazy things.
Renee went in, it was so funny. Her lips started like flopping up and down and her nose just like opened up with air and her whole face is just sort of this flopping experience. You think that it's pretty easy, but once you get in there, every little slight move you make totally changes where you're gonna go.
Shayna actually, I would say, did the best of everybody. She was so serious. If you watched her face, she was just so intent of like, she was focusing so hard not to like screw up and control her body. And she'd always dreamed, but she said she's been having this dream where she's flying. So this was like her dream. So after we had our little turns doing the whole wind tunneling thing, we actually got to see how it was done. And the instructors, they all came in and started to show off and do all the like flips and stuff.
And these guys went nuts. I mean, they did formations. It was like almost like synchronized swimming, except cooler.
And don't you know I used to feel just like
That was awesome. You couldn't hear anything.
feeling down. But every
Oh
time
my god. If you've never done this, you have to do it. Renee went off with Rob for her little date, and Shayna took me to meet Rich, who was one of the band members of her band We Yes You Know.
How are you? Shayna, nice to meet you.
Little Sherlock Holmes.
Dude, turns out Rich is a Bobby at the local Sherlock Holmes Museum. And what better place to go tease someone than when they're dressed up like a Bobby outside of a museum?
So do you just guard the door? What do you do?
Yeah, basically I'll stand on the door, take people's ticket and giving people the hats. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson's hat. And,
Dr. Watson, what do you think we should
Looking
be doing
stylish.
today when we solve our mystery, eh?
is that your pipe as well?
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, basically
we
let
have a-
people pose with the hats and
All right,
take
let's
pictures.
pose.
How do you wear it? Taryn and I decided to investigate with all of the tools in the gift shop. and find out exactly how old Rich was turning, because it was his birthday that day.
21? No, no, no. 23.
No.
Oh wait, I recognize him from something. Is he on your MySpace page?
Yep. Hello.
What's your name?
My name's Jeff.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Wow. I mean, I've heard stories about Jeff. You can even see his picture on MySpace and get an idea of him, but to experience him in person, wow.
Ultra disturbing part would probably be more like it. Yes, yeah.
Really, what's so disturbing?
Well, I've got a certain reputation for dancing with them and kind of stripping off on stage.
We don't want to get you in trouble. I'm sure you have some duties. But what time is the show tonight?
Well, we're going to be playing a little set for you. But first, maybe we could have dinner. Like, we're going to take you back to our bass player's house and cook up some pasta. He's Italian, so it should be a bit of a treat, if you're up for that.
Absolutely.
Is he cooking Italian food?
He will be cooking Italian food, yeah. So maybe we can go there first, and then after we've done that, maybe go to the studio and we'll play a few songs for you guys.
When I think of England, I think of like guns and fox hunting and very proper kind of shooting, and it's very British to me. So Rob recommended that we go skeet shooting. Right. Watch out, me with the gun. The best part is we got to actually suit up.
Yeah, you know what? You're gonna be so jealous when you see that I look so cool in this.
Of course, Rob is too cool for school, so he doesn't want to put a vest on.
This is actually a good idea that it's empty because I'm such a klutz. It probably wouldn't be good if it was loaded.
Into your shooting position, taking the gun, get your cheek on the stock, and put your gun into the gun hold position.
After we did a couple practice rounds, she actually gave me the gun, and I was actually scared to shoot it for the first time because I know that guns kick back a little bit, so I wasn't quite sure if this is gonna hurt. Pull. Holy Oh my God, that's scary. So I don't think I could ever get used to a gun firing. It's just something I don't like. Pull.
Yes!
Yeah, well done.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh! I hit the clay pigeon the first time, and then after that, I could not hit it.
Yeah, you're not in front of it then. You're going, how did I get that?
Yeah, I'm overthinking.
Measuring.
Overanalyzing.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
So Rob gets up there. He misses his first one or two.
Pull.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he hits like 5 or 6 in a row. I don't know, I kind of got a little scared at that point because all of a sudden he would not miss. It was like, yeah, he says he's never done that before. I don't know.
Pull. I'm a natural.
Pull. I guess some things you're good at and some things you're not. And shooting guns is definitely in the category of not.
Don't worry, don't worry.
It's gonna take me a while to master this sport.
Thank you very much, Tracy. It's been great to meet you.
Rob,
really good
fantastic.
day. Thank you.
Honestly, you know, after hanging with Rob and stuff, I mean, he's a huge flirt, but he's also a guy who's a bit of a player. I mean, in a sense of like, he's young, he just likes hot chicks.
All right, so this is you. See you later, babe. I had a really, really nice time with you.
You know, so I said goodbye to Rob, and that was that, and we just, you know, thank you. You know, that's just like all these guys that I've met, it's like give you a hug, give you a kiss, thank you for an amazing time, and I've got to go.
hungry.
Yeah, me too.
So we went over to Gabriel's Co-op. It was awesome.
They actually cooked us 2 separate meals, one vegetarian and one regular, since Shane is a vegetarian.
I don't know that this band could exist if it wasn't for MySpace. They're taking advantage of all of the mediums.
On to other countries, and they're like going on these like European tours now through MySpace, like people finding them on MySpace.
You know, lots of different people approaching from different places that are not connected to one another necessarily. You do get lots of different gigs. That we've taken loads of gigs through, like, you know, our contacts on MySpace.
After dinner, we didn't have a whole lot of time. Shayna and I ran back to the hotel, changed, and grabbed Renee after her date so that we could meet back up with the band.
Long time no see. This is Renee. You haven't met Renee yet.
The band greeted us right away in these orange jumpsuits.
Come on, this is like half of a jumpsuit.
Wait, my first thought is, seriously, it reminds me of people picking up trash alongside the road.
Okay, well, Rich, I brought you a birthday present. It's Renee.
Jeff, he's a little scary.
That you wanted to like prove yourself the best fan and duct taped yourself to these guys?
Jeff is an honorary member of We Yes You Know band because apparently he's a super fan.
Who ripped the duct tape off later?
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yes.
Isn't that would hurt?
No, actually the sweat, the amount of sweat which I was heaving has actually been stuck it all.
We smashed into this little bitty like steam sauna room. That place was so hot. Of course, it's Richard's birthday, so we had to bring him some cupcakes.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
I had no idea what kind of music We Yes You Know would have. They described their inspirations as being from all over the place.
They're very, very like, straight out of the 60s, like Doctor Who. Jeff thought it'd be great to put on a little strip show.
This was one of the very first bands that I ever contacted on MySpace, and this is the very last band we're going to meet with. Going back to America is going to be a little bit different now that I've experienced bands. I feel like I understand what bands are trying to do a little bit more.